Okay, I got a fun little project for you today, and it has to do with driving the 914. Sorry for my camera light, but I'm in the basement and the light is terrible. So, when I'm driving around the city, I don't know street names, I don't know street numbers, and I depend on Google Maps to take me where I need to go. But the layout of the dashboard is not conducive to putting any kind of a phone holder. There's a little air vent here and one over there. There's nothing really good to clamp to until I realized where the ashtray goes. There's actually a bolt under here that's bolted, like welded into the top of the dashboard. So, using this thing, which I will explain in a moment, I figured this is a good place for a phone mount. Please feed the YouTube algorithm by giving the video a like. If you want to see more like this, click subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. If you want to chip in on my expenses, I now have Patreon and YouTube memberships. And as you saw from the car downstairs, this is what I came up with. This is the hole for the bolt that is built into the dashboard to hold in something for the original ashtray. Then what I did is I made this bar that would come out and be able to snap into one of the many phone holders out there in the market. And there's a plastic nut that tightens down on this. And the other feature is this little pocket right here actually hooks in to the thin metal of the dashboard. And what that does is it prevents the whole cantilevered arm here from bouncing up and down as you're driving down the road. So it locks it in place here and here. And that was all fine, except I found no matter how I tightened the nut, the phone holders would always just slump down and point down at the carpet. I tried roughing this with sandpaper. I tried putting tape in here, any other thing short of actually gluing it in place. And I just wasn't satisfied, especially not satisfied with the holders, because my phone case has a movable flap on the front and it's too thick to hold in a standard phone holder. So I'd have to take the phone out of the case in order to put it in the holder. So I thought, well, we can overcome that. And I modified the design from this, and I'll get rid of the nut and this, and I'll show you the full model. So what this does is it takes the bar that we already had, which you can see here, and I added onto it a custom phone holder that is the right size and shape to fit my thick phone case, which would fit in right here. You'll also see there's a slot in the bottom for the USB-C plug, and it's quite thick from the bar to where it attaches to the phone, and that will also lessen the issues we have of this bouncing up and down. Now the other really cool thing is if I pivot this around and try to make the holder bar flat, which it never likes to do, you can see that the phone surface is pointed to the left and up, which is exactly pointing at the driver, which is what I want it to do, because I don't want it pointing straight back. I want it so that I have the best visibility to the map as I'm driving around town. So that's why I put the angle here on the back to give me the best visibility from my map. All right, now we're on my laptop camera because I'm going to try and fit my phone into the phone holder, and this is the only other camera that I've got. So the print turned out really well. It only took about 4 hours to do the fast version, and you can see it's just not very strong because I've got the infill turned way down, the number of solid layers turned way down. So this is just a fit and finish before I commit to a 17-hour print. And so let's see how it goes. There was, you remember the support material that was in here? That pulled out super, super easy, and it's got a very nice back to the print. So I'm happy with that. So all I'll do is I'll dial up the infill and leave the support material. I think it's at 10%. So let's leave that. Now, let's see how this works. So I'm going to slide the phone in. Now, let me come back here and I'll hold this. And we'll take the phone. I've got the normal cover flapped out of the way. And wow, slides in very nicely. There's no side-to-side wiggle. There's no up and down wiggle. It's just enough cushioning so that it's not too hard to slide in and out. So that is really, really good. And here's my maps, and I can drive around the city. And so that turned out well. So now I'm going to commit to the 17-hour print, and let's see how the final version turns out. And this is what it looks like right after it came off the printer. You can see there's still some of the support material in place, especially all of this on the front to give support to the back, because I printed it like this because that was I think the best way to print it. So let me prepare this and we'll see how it looks. Okay, didn't come out as well as it did the first time. I needed to do a little bit of trimming with my wood chisel, but let's see how she fits. So let's flip it around, go back here. Oh yeah, solid, no wiggling, and like I literally can bend it a few, maybe 1 or 2 millimeters on this bracket. I don't want to push any harder to break it, but that's literally all we're getting. So it's looking good here. Let's go install it in the car and see how it looks. Well, I got some bad news. I did a thing. The phone fits the case perfectly, but if you look at the old holder that I had with the arm, if we go like this, look at the height of where it attaches and hooks into the dashboard versus here, the arm is not long enough, and this physically will not reach in long enough to get to the bolt hole. So I need to make that longer. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I'm down in the car. I got the test print one to mount. I didn't put the bolt on it to tighten it down, but it's in place. It was a little tight to get on. And let's see how it looks with the app on my phone. Let's get this set up. So if my phone is like this, that's a really good angle for me. When I'm driving, I look down. Driving, look down. So with the angle and the tilt, I think that'll be okay. I can't even get my finger behind this. Maybe I'll add another 5 millimeters just to get it spaced off the dashboard a little bit and make it a little bit easier to fit inside. And then I'm going to commit for another 23-hour print. Okay, after 25 hours on the printer, it's done. Let's take it off, clean it up, and see how it looks. Okay, I cleaned it up. This didn't finish off as nicely as the previous ones did, and maybe in retrospect, I should have printed it vertically. But anyway, let's give it a try. Okay, that slides in very nicely. Maps up and running. Looks good. Let's go try it out. Okay, we're back for hopefully the final installation. Yesterday I had to put some epoxy up here because this bolt was just spinning in place. There was a lock washer, but it just wasn't biting. So, cross your fingers. Okay, it's in, and my phone fits in nicely. It's at a great driver's eye level view, pointed towards me very nicely. The one problem is, when I went to screw the nut on the back, I dropped it down inside the dashboard, so it's currently like this, but we are going to drive this today. I'm going to take it to a shop and have them look at why it feels like the brakes are grabbing a little bit. Probably a side effect of when they installed the new caliper on the right rear when I brought the car into Spain. I don't think they adjusted it very well. So I found a guy who says he can take a look at it. So I'm going to call this one done, and I'm going to upload the Fusion 360 file for this into Thingiverse. I'll put a comment down in the doodly-doo for that, and thank you for suffering along with me as we've moved through this whole process. For now, happy Google Maps. Just before we wrap up, I want to thank my Patreons and members, Peter, Puppy, Craig, Edward Christian, Ian, Numantha, Rafal, and Mindaga for their support. We're also just over 2,500 subscribers, which is quite a nice little milestone for this little niche channel. All support is greatly appreciated. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. I see that 90% of the viewers aren't subscribed. Please do, as it helps the YouTube algorithm. Take care and see you next time.